And welcome back, everybody. It is Have a Drink With Me Friday. I'm Crags, your host. It is a beautiful Friday outside. It's warm. The snow is melting here in Sweden, kind of thing. And luckily, for the last couple days, we've had no bad weather. So once it warms up, maybe, just maybe, we could actually start selling some tarantulas and get that going. Notice nobody's in the chat yet. I am a bit late, so I apologize. And again, didn't really advertise this time. I was a bad girl Wednesday. I don't think I was really bad. It was just more like trying to get things to work or not. But for those who are going to possibly show up, I've got a long list of some swing that I didn't get to play last Friday, so we're going to play it this Friday. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of excited to play something new. Just remember, though, come the 20th of June is the end of my subscription with Epidemic Sound. I hope I find a good place to actually change things up a bit. Oh, so we've got our first person is saying hello, and that's Unusual Pets. Hey, Unusual, how's it going? And I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you had today a great day today. If you didn't, well, maybe we can cheer you up and brighten it up just a bit more. So for all of those out there, if you guys know the drill. If you like what you hear, like what you see later on, you don't have to subscribe now, but don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, hit that like button. Show some support. And if you like or dislike what we do here, leave a comment. Don't just hit that dislike. We always try to prepare ourselves and improve. That's whole point of growing. We're a young channel, so we are trying to grow, and we're trying to do it brilliantly, I should say. Unusual Pet says, "Good, thanks. I'd pop in for a bit. I'll get people. Be right back." Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Again, if it wasn't for listeners like Unusual Pets, I really wouldn't be here. So without further ado, let's get our first song going. Let's play some Ain't Nothing But to Swing. welcome back, everybody. Now, I just want to remind everybody I am not home today. There's going to be a card game going on later on in the evening, and I couldn't miss it for the world. Yes, cracks like the devil with cards. So anyways, we got to get that going on a little bit later. So I just want to give Zoic a big hand of applause and say a big thank you because he's been a huge support. Last Wednesday couldn't make it because my computers for some reason wouldn't update, and apparently there was a corrupt file. He fixed it, and now we're here. So, but yeah, I want to give him a big thanks. Big round of applause, everybody. Everybody, just give him a big thanks. And now I'm at his place where we play card game. Well, not just us, but we're gonna be playing some cards a little bit later. He's hosting, so I just want to give him another big round of applause. Oh, Crax has not had enough to drink yet. I see Bailey is setting up their garden. Hey, that's great. And again, thank you, Unusual Pets, for sending out a lot of invitations. We even have Ophi's Spider-Verse. I should say Ophi's dad. Got some child-friendly music coming up. So grab Ophi and dance to your heart's content. Now, Moon over Miami has just walked in. Hey, Moon, how's it going? It's good to see you. Don't know what else to add here. I'm kind of flying by because, again, I don't have anything really in front of me. It was a poorly planned day, and well, you guys know how I am sometimes. This happens. It's totally unfortunate. I will be cleaning up my active here pretty soon. I am actually filling out a schedule, so there won't be any more run times. There will be no more late times. So yeah, I also was asked about an address. I just got a P.O. box. I'm waiting for the paperwork to go through with the P.O. box. My brother was a bit iffy about having people who were strangers actually know our physical address. So once we get that going, I'll definitely send over my P.O. box and get it set up because I ran into some issues last time and kind of, like I said, kind of iffy about giving the whole privacy issue thing. If I was living by myself, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but I do live with my brother, and I do have to respect his wishes since he does live with me. Okay, so what's going on? Moon over Miami says, that good wife had a stroke and lost her vision. She is post-acute hospital recovering. Ouch, that sucks, Moon. I am so sorry to hear that. But I'm also happy to hear your wife did make it out okay. I mean, she did lose her vision, but I mean, it could have been a lot worse. So I'm glad that she's, alive and well, minus the vision, of course. So again, I'm very sorry to hear that. That really, really blows. But I honestly don't know what else to say other than give my condolences and my prayers, and hopefully she has a speedy recovery. Also, what else is with you guys? What else is going on? I just had 2 Nandu Trapepe molt and staring at me like I have lost my mind. Earlier today, I was going to feed everybody, water everybody, and I opened up their enclosures to feed them. And here's their molts, them splayed out. Once they get done molting, they kind of stretch out, let the limbs solidify a bit. And I could have swore one of them just looked at me, and if they could actually speak, would have said, "Close the damn door." So I quietly put them away. It felt really bad that I actually disturbed them, but it happens. And I noticed some of my Homori as well is actually molting, so that's actually pretty good. Moon over Miami says, yes, it's in God's hands. And again, the biggest biggest prayers to your way. Lots of love and support. Let us know if you need anything, Moon. I'd be more than happy to try and help where I can. Bailey's Bug says, all the best to you and your wife, Moon. So there you go. And Leia just headed outside. Nice. Unusual Pet said I had my second COVID jab yesterday and no symptoms yet, thankfully. Congratulations on getting vaccinated. That's awesome. Don't know what to say there, but congratulations. Yay! Now, ladies and gentlemen, since we are kind of, I'm kind of floundering, and I didn't play much music last time because, well, last Friday was the face reveal, the big face reveal. So if you haven't seen that, go check out that show. We gave Bailey a hard time trying to get his Echo to do odd and strange things. Go check out that show. We gave Bailey a hard time. There you are.
Hello?
Hello, it works.
Yay! It's not my full setup, but it's all right, isn't it? So, can you hear me okay? Any echo or something stupid? No?
No, just when you first came on, I could hear myself, but I think you've muted it. So.
Yeah, I left the chat on, didn't I? So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. This is the way you do it. This is the life.
I hear beautiful birds outside.
Oh, it's ace, isn't it? This. I'm going to do this again, you know. Yeah, just sit and chill out here like this. So I've got my nice warm top on. Cool.
Oh, you should be here in Sweden where we're at. It is t-shirt and shorts weather.
Oh, it was before, but I've got to have the snakes, whatever it is here, this sort of stuff. So yeah.
Got to get the cardigan going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's too warm to wear something like that. Yeah, I went to the store today and couldn't make it across the parking lot without breaking a sweat. I felt like I ran a marathon. I was like, holy crap, where did this come from? Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the thing is, the thing is, I keep hearing the ding. Something's happening. You're trying to access something, and it's like, no.
Just turning the volume up.
Okay. I can hear that. That's what I was hearing. It's the volume. Urban Exotics UK says, hi, Cracks. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Moon.
Hey, bud.
Crazy Kane even came to say hello. Hello, Crazy. How's it going? It's good to see you. I would say my Cajun friend. But yeah, no, it was so warm today. The thing is, it drops down to probably in the single digits at night, and then it warms up into the 20s during the day. It's that time of year. It's not quite ready to be able to send tarantulas out because you can't. They would get too cold at night, but you can't send a heat pack because during the day.
No chance. You cook them.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just like, I'm like, is there ever going to be a time when I can actually send a tarantula? Watch this. This whole year will be like 1 week. You get 1 week for this whole summer. You can just send tarantulas.
Yeah. I've had 2 little things sent to me, 2 little spiders. Technically smooth spiders, as you'd say. And I was a bit like, oh, are they going to be all right? But yeah, they were okay in the end. So.
No, speaking of tarantulas, hey, Michael. Michael Taylor just entered. Speaking of tarantulas,
hey, Lewis,
our little Scott Rivers, he won a contest and got a tarantula. There has been some hiccups, so we're waiting for Monday for another one to be shipped out, and then hopefully Wednesday we can kind of show it off. So hopefully that'll go down. If it doesn't, then I think something needs to be said about that then. But at the moment, we'll see. I think what had happened. Well, you know what? I'll just wait for Scott to be here. I think it's better said by him. But yeah, I was happy that he won a contest because especially the kind of contest he won. Scott Rivers, he won a contest.
Yeah.
Oh, he was super excited too, and it's not panning out as well. He's getting the tarantula taste of mail. Getting that taste of getting your tarantula in the mail. Unfortunately, like I said, some stuff happened and things didn't quite pan out as well. So Monday, another one will be shipped. So like I said, he's getting he got the I want to call it the taste of getting a tarantula in the mail because it's all happened to us at least once, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I had 2 little wolf spiders, and they both arrived DOA. Such a shame.
Maybe it was the weather there because you're not the only one that's had a DOA. Um,
Yeah.
I know a couple of friends of mine because this, like, I guess it's warming up there, so they've decided to start ordering again.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to call anybody out. I don't want to name any names because then you would know where they got them, and I don't. That's a rabbit hole I'm trying to avoid. But the both of them both had their orders. The whole order just arrived DOA.
Yeah, it's just yeah. You've got to watch it, haven't you? Oh, so Lewis is having a run time. You've got to watch it. It is a piss, a bugger. Can I say that? Are you allowed to say that
Yeah,
this
yeah,
time?
well, it is Friday, so you can be as an adult as you want.
Yeah, annoying, isn't it? Yes. I think it's the heat, Melf. You know.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, because both of them got it from two different places, and this is last week. They both had orders come in last week from two different places, and both orders were DOA. And then you're saying
Mm,
you're DOA, so I'm wondering if there was like a drop maybe in the
yeah, my DOA was from a private guy, like a private breeder. But I have had DOAs from shops before as well and stuff. Yeah, it's again. I've had 3 DOAs this year, and they've all been spiders. I wanted as well.
Well, I talked to another person, and they were wondering if the temperature just dropped on one of the nights during the week,
Mm,
and there was just a huge temperature drop. And I was thinking,
mm,
well, maybe they were put in shipping containers in the heat, and with a sudden drop from a sudden heat
mm.
spike, maybe that just really killed them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm.
So I'm just and that's what I'm trying to avoid, and I'm trying to. That's why I always pay attention to the weather a couple of weeks ahead because you don't know how long it's going to be in the mail, even if it ships overnight. One thing about Swedish, I was talking to somebody, I don't know if it was you. One thing about a Swedish overnight, it won't happen. You always get it in 2 days. Even if you pay it for overnight, it won't happen. You will get it in 2 days. It's a guarantee you're going to get it in 2 days, but you will not get next day. Doesn't matter if it comes from Stockholm, that's only 2 hours away, or if you're getting it all the way from the furthest south point in Sweden. You're always going to have it in 2 days. Um, so we so we end so anyways people who ship tarantulas here always go almost a week out and check the weather to make sure there's no big spikes. If there's even the remote spike, a friend of mine said that a few degrees outside raise could be almost a 5 degree raise inside per point that it goes up. So it's
Mm.
like, cooking your dog in a car. You're fine, but your dog in the car is going to be super hot.
Oh yeah, big time.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
so now I want to give a shout out to Truly. Truly VOP. Truly used to be my co-host back when I was on Podbean, and she's wonderful. She absolutely wonderful voice, and she also does one of the best impersonations of Harley Quinn. So I just want
Oh,
to I
I'm not
just want to
even
give
going
her.
to attempt. I get it, like Mr. J. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's exactly how she is. And so I want to give her a personal shout out because I absolutely love her. I've missed her
Hey,
for quite
truly.
some time. She has a wonderful radio voice and great sense of humor. And she used to be the comedy side of things. So if she was here, everybody would be dying and crying
Brilliant.
and rolling.
Brilliant.
The thing is, she was terrified of tarantulas for the
Oh,
longest
that's
time. What just happened?
a magpie.
I like magpies.
Hello.
Magpies are awesome.
Oh wow. Yeah, cool. Oh, that's nice.
Um,
By the way, look what Pop's saying.
Um, but the thing is, she was terrified of tarantulas, and now I just read that they almost got a tarantula and they ended up with a beardy. You should have stuck with a tarantula.
True.
Personal opinion, personal opinion. For everybody that owns a beardy, nothing against you, just personal opinion. She should have just got the tarantula instead.
Hey there, Mark. You alright, bud? As well. I'm just seeing Mark crop up. Oh,
Oh, Mark, Mark
yeah.
the spider guy. He did a
Lewis is having
wonderful
problems.
video. Yeah, no, I saw that. Everybody's having a bad week this week, except for Mark, who's got the cutest velvet spider. Because of him, I really wanted a velvet spider. So if anybody wants to send me a spider, send me a velvet spider, please. Um, that is the ones on my biggest wish list because they're like butt nippers. They're like the cutest little butt nippers. They nip the butts on everything that he puts in there. And I know why.
Yeah.
It's because they want to stay away from the head.
Yeah,
But they're so gentle about it. It's just like let me just nip your butt. Boop. I'm like, really?
I
It's
mine.
super cute.
I got mine from. Where did I get mine from? I got mine in 2019, and it was the size of a. It was the size of a grain of sand. It was tiny. Do you know? It was
Yeah,
absolutely a speck. And
yeah,
now it's like, yeah, it's about as big as what could we say? About as big as a thumbnail. Would that be right?
yeah. They get pretty, and
A
they
fat
grow
ball.
pretty quick. And they're really super easy to care for.
Yeah, they
I think
dry.
I think they would be one of the best. Now, Mark can correct me on this, and you can correct me on this because you own one.
Mm-hmm.
I think they would be a really good spider to get into true spider. Not true spider. You guys got me saying true spiders. I hate you all. Smooth
Ah,
spider. She is a smooth spider.
I say smooth as well. So yeah. Hey,
But
Michael and Mark, by the way, if we're not, and Crazy Kane, hello.
uh, she truly says her daughter is terrified of, and she's talking about how her beardy is really super sweet. Um, don't forget to stop by the show tomorrow on Podbean. I won't forget. Let's just hope I don't have a huge hangover because tonight there will be cards. Just hope that I'm already broke. Let's just hope I don't lose too much more money. Um,
You got a few people coming around playing, right?
yes, playing cards is something that I enjoy. Honestly, I
Yeah,
don't really care what the card game is. It's really fun, super fun.
yeah, we do that.
It's
Yeah,
it's one of those things. Nothing is guaranteed.
yeah.
So Julie says there will also be drinking. Yes, yes, there will be drinking. When is there not drinking? Come on, it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, definitely. Mark was saying yes, definitely. So yeah, like I said, I think. Oh, truly, you asked how do you ship here? You actually go to a company, you and you tell them. Spiderworld.eu, spidersworld.eu knows my name. They have an account, so they know if you say, "Hey, I want to give Cracks from Exotics Radio Podcast this," they have
I bet
everything.
Exopet. I bet Exopet's got some.
Okay. So your
Yeah,
Exopet does the same thing, huh? So they,
we'll
you
have a
know,
look at that.
people,
We'll have a look at them.
if people want to gift you something, that they can contact the company, and the company doesn't give out your information, but what they do is they can take the order, and they know who to give it to. And then what they do is, well, Spider World, they will email me and say, hey, so this person wants to buy you this. Uh, it took a little bit because in the beginning they forgot to get a hold of me, and I ended up having to take a 7-hour trip one way, so a 14-hour drive with a 12-hour day. Trust me, I was late coming back to work, and I had been up all night. It was not a fun time, and wasn't
Oof.
good for my boss. My boss wasn't very happy, but it was better than having an animal stuck in a package for 2 weeks. The spiders would have died. Hands down, they would have just
Oh
perished.
yeah, game over.
Uh,
Yeah.
so, my boss was like, it better have been worth it. And I'm like, yes, yes, it was. And I was showing him all the pictures, and he was like, get those things away from me. I don't want to see those. Um, I was like, but you want to know if it was worth it.
Mm.
Oh, but yeah. So what they do now is they know to email me and ask me if I'm home now for the delivery. Because what they used to do is just take the order and then send it, and I'm like, you guys can't do that. You guys have to ask me if I'm home. But now that my collection has grown so big, I told them no, you can't. No more. I can't take any
Mm.
more. My animals are growing. I'm not, it's not like I'm reselling them or anything like that.
Mm.
And of course they understood. And so now it's like if I have anything, I usually tell people, if you want to send me something, send me a sticker, send me a poster, send me
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. If you're absolutely headstrong on wanting to send an animal, then we will talk about PayPal, because then I know basically the size of the package, what I'm getting, and if I'm going to be able to take care of that animal, because we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
A velvet spider, it doesn't get too big. Um,
No,
and they need an enclosure big enough, but it's not like in a tarantula's enclosure where, like an
no,
LP or something, where I have to take up the whole shelf and part of my floor. They give them
no.
enough room.
I keep my I keep my velvet spider in a square. Sorry, like a sealed, vacuum sealed thing, vacuum sealed
Yep.
cereal tub. Yeah, one of
Yep.
them. Drilled, and it's completely dry, by the way. People who I got them off, and a couple of people have told them that no moisture, and mine's been fine. I've done that with other Oresis ones as well. No, I mean bone dry. I
Yeah.
mean like me sand
The
spider bone
interesting
dry.
part is with most smooth spiders, it's it is a bone dry environment. You don't give them
Mm,
moisture. You have to remember these animals aren't usually from humid climates. And if
mm,
they are from humid climates, then how in the world did you get it into the country that you live in, unless you're actually living in the country where they live?
mm.
Um, and then again, you wouldn't be giving them, you wouldn't make it rain inside their enclosure. Where tarantulas are built for um, having rain. They're much larger animals, so they
Yeah,
actually need
different
that big boost.
exoskeleton. Yeah,
Uh, they're completely different makeup. They're a completely different species, so a completely different type of care. But with smooth spiders, I would say 90% of them that I know of are bone dry. You don't add moisture to
yeah.
them.
The only ones
Uh,
I've got that aren't are I've got two huntsmen that aren't. And
yeah.
what the way I do that is there's basically a clump of there's a clump of sphagnum in the corner, so
Yep.
that's what gets wet. Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Yep.
it's a
And
shame,
that's it.
It's a shame we didn't do this the other day because I've actually got a little table over there, and I've been reading. I did a load of juvenile enclosures set up. And I've rehoused all my huntsmen and stuff now. I've put them in
Oh,
these
nice.
taller. Yeah, I mean, if you can get an idea of scale, that's my head. That's all in sort of in the tall, clear vacuum boxes, if that makes sense. So,
Hmm.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they're very happy as well. The one I've got, which is the Cameroon crab spider, which Mark knows, and Peter's once had some babies.
Oh,
Now
nice.
it used to hide because, it had grown and it wasn't as much space. But there's a piece of
Right.
corkbark here, like, so
Okay.
imagine it's like that, and it sits there all the time now, like looking. It's out like that, looking all the time. Cool.
Yep. Oh, I think it's funny because when I was growing up, you rarely heard anybody keeping huntsmen. You rarely heard about people keeping smooth spiders.
Mm.
Um, Jumping spiders was almost if you
Yeah,
heard
jumping
anybody keeping a
spiders are
jumping spider, it
dry,
was a
aren't they?
novelty. Yeah.
Mm.
But like I said, if you heard of somebody keeping them, it was a novelty. It was very
Yeah,
rare. And now, almost everybody getting in the hobby gets one of the other the three I just named. They either get a huntsman,
yeah.
a velvet, or they get a jumping spider. One of those three. It's always one of those three. And it's becoming more and more popular. So I'm really happy, or as to say, I'm pretty happy that they're getting more and more popularity. Um, because then there's not that much misinformation, and like the tarantulas, people are getting more and
Mm.
more to get to know a little bit more. And also, with that said, I want to put out a warning. Now, YouTubers think it's cool to get bit by. I'm just going to use some common terms like the brown recluse. They think it's cool to get bit by the black widow to show that their bites are over. What do you call it? The over
Oh yeah, overrated or
people
something.
overrated. People are overreacting. Doctors always say
Mm.
it's this when it's probably not. I'm like, I'm sitting here thinking, are you stupid?
Yeah, well, that doesn't. Surely that doesn't apply as well for the flipping. I get what
well,
right. They're saying,
well,
let's say we're in the garden here, like I am here. There's a rose bush here, right? And what their argument is, if I prick my finger on a rose bush, which you can get the bacteria, can't you, and
yep,
stuff like that. Yeah.
yep.
But the thingy, the recluse one, it's the same family as the damn. It's the same family as one of the sand spiders. It's not the one I've got, but it's Loxosceles, and that's got its venom's necrotizing. So
Yes.
it is.
the thing is, when they're, oh, see, the bite didn't bother me. See, there's no dot. I'm sitting here thinking that's
From it.
because it was a dry bite. Or it was a 100% a dry bite.
Mm, yeah,
Do it a few more
yeah,
times to see what happens.
yeah. Mm,
I won't feel sorry for you when you have to go to the hospital.
that's
Um,
stupid.
yes, but now that has become a thing, and I recently read a medical journal entry that says, "Please do not do this. This
Yeah,
is
please don't be an idiot. Yeah.
it's asinine to do that. Not only is it stressful
Mm,
to the animal, because an
yeah,
entomologist even said, look, or arachnologist,
yeah,
um, said, look, it's stressful to the animal. It does the animal no good.
mm,
And then, by the one chance that you do get envenomized, the
yeah.
one point you get envenomized, you're looking at a hospital bill that's going to leave you with permanent scarring. Not to mention if you get a secondary infection, and God help you if the antibiotics
That's-
work.
Start losing some extremities, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
My
you can
lord.
very well. People have lost extremities. People have, I mean,
Yeah.
the Black Widow hasn't killed that many people, but is known to be lethal.
Mm,
Um, and I'm talking about the North American Black Widow. I'm not talking about the redback in Australia or that whole family. I'm just talking about the North American Black
yeah.
Widow.
Okay. Yeah. Mm,
Um, so yeah, I just it stunned me because sometimes I want to see what's going on in the news, and when you want to do a podcast, you want to be a little more wise of what's going on in the
yeah. A
outside
bit
world.
of current offence.
And then
Yeah.
I came across this, and I'm like, wait, what? You shouldn't be owning
No.
spiders if you're doing something that
No.
stupid.
I mean, there's one of the I know the standard funnel webs. Yeah, it's stupid. They blame. Yeah, big time, Michael. Sorry. Yeah. Right. There's a few kinds of funnel web, isn't there, in Australia? One of
Yes,
them's got antivenom, and one of them's game over. 100% game over if it
yes.
bites you. Um,
The red the redback has, I think it's the redback that has the no, it's the funnel web. You were talking about the funnel web. The Australian the Sydney Australian funnel web has an
yeah,
anti-venom,
yeah.
and
And there's
it's
another, isn't
the
there?
is it the females or males that are only venomous?
Oh, I don't know. I used to know as well. I
I
used to
can't
know.
remember. It's
Mm.
only one of them, but do you really want to take the chance? Because I mean, if you're not administered, I think it's within an hour or two. If you're not administered medical assistance, you're going to die.
I've
So
got,
it's like I'm not going to take the chance. I'm too old to take a
yeah.
chance.
Well, it's the male or cheese, Michael. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not a common, isn't it? It's usually female is the deadly of the species, isn't it?
Yeah, that's interesting.
In all cases. So yeah,
Yep. And then I don't know about the other funnel web, but
yeah.
Australia is a home to a lot of nasty critters that have a whole unique biology, and the rest of the
There's
world just hasn't
one.
caught up to them.
Well, there's one. Yeah, oh, yeah. It's because we were isolated, is it? Is that why? Like,
Yes.
no.
Well, you also have to take in New Zealand to effect. New Zealand really isn't all of it isolated, but they have some of the same biology. So I think it's the hemisphere that they're in.
Sorry. So they've got right the funnel web thing. There is one right because there's rainforest in Australia as well. So you've got a Sydney one, and there's one in there which lives in the rainforest as well. And that's the one, like it's. I think you find it at the base of trees and stuff, and it's a bad one. Like a
Oh
had
man,
a had a chine or something. So,
I'm gonna try
basically,
and look it up.
also the odds are you get bit in the middle of nowhere by it anyway. So it's woohoo.
Okay, so there's quite a few. Okay, not quite a few, but they do have a fair variety of funnel webs in
Right, yeah.
Australia. Um, I think what you're talking about is more of a trapdoor, isn't it? Not a funnel web.
No, I think it's funnel web, the one I mean, like. Uh-uh. There is the one in New Zealand. Is that Portofele or something as well?
Well, easy to find out. The deadliest. Oh, it is a trapdoor.
All right, stand corrected. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. 5 of the most dangerous spiders in Australia.
What's he saying there?
The trapdoor spiders. Trapdoor species, the venom is mildly effective on humans. Okay, stop that one. You got the mouse spider. Exists only in Australia. Similar to venom to the puddle webs.
Mizumino.
However, there's been no recorded deaths.
100 nice. Cheers, Michael.
Okay,
Hey,
the
Scott.
redback spider, of course, is it's got its anti-venom. That was and there's been no recorded deaths due to the redback since 1979, which is a
Mm-hmm.
relief. And then it says other funnel web spiders. It doesn't give me, there's up to 40 different species of funnel web spiders in Australia,
Okay.
6 of which have been reported to cause severe envenomation. They also live in trees about 30 meters off the ground.
It's the tree one.
Now they're even making an inside joke calling the drop bears are not the only thing you have to worry about. You know what a drop bear is, right?
No.
A drop bear is a koala bear.
Oh,
that
you're
fall on
kidding
you,
me. Right.
attack you. They fall on you and attack you.
Drop on your head.
Yeah, pretty much. They're not so fun when they attack. And then the number 1 is the Sydney funnel web spider.
Wow.
With they've got such a powerful smack or slap, whatever you want to call it. They call it a bite, which is technically it is a bite. It can go through fingernails. This species can actually kill a human within the first 15 minutes of being venomized. The venom has an atraxotoxin.
Yeah,
So
species. Atrax, yeah.
So it shorts
Well,
out the synapses. It basically shorts the brain out and interferes with the relaxation cycles. This causes spasms, accelerated heart rates, numbness of the mouth, and of course, death.
A bit like drinking Sambuca.
Oh, hey, Scott's inverts. Just popping in to pick up some inverts. Not on the Wi-Fi, but wanted to show some love. Hey, Scott, that's great. Got to go. May see you in about an hour and a half, maybe if I'm still around, because in about an hour I have a card game to go and lose on. Like and share the stream, Scott says. Well, thank you so much, Scott. And I also want to give him a shout out. He's doing a wonderful job. He just got a snake not too long ago, so I'm very happy about that. So now, of course, my new thing in life is to learn how to paint snakes. Not sure if I'm going to get there yet or not. So we'll see. But yes, but speaking of Australia and New Zealand, one thing I found out that's really interesting: you're not allowed to own any tarantulas. You're only allowed to own local wildlife if you're licensed to.
Right,
so you have to be a rehabilitator or some sort.
They've got the whistling tarantula over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want one
I'm
so
not
bad.
tired after this. Selenoscope or something. Selenoscomia or something. Selenoscosmia, probably. Yeah.
I think so. I know
That's
you
the
can
bees.
actually get one of them. I think before the laws were passed, you can actually get one of them. I'm hearing Zelix TV through my own mic, so I apologize. Let's see if I can actually kind of close this door real quick. Kind of push it closed. That didn't work. Hold on. Okay.
I'm going to get my.
There
When we do this another day, I can't do it next week because I'm doing the whistling. I wonder if it wolf whistling. I'm off drinking next Friday night, which will be fun and games. So.
Oh, Mark says, where can I see your paintings? I did upload some to my Instagram on the Exotics Radio Instagram, but I uploaded them all on Meat Doodle Instagram. So if you go in and you see meat, MEET dot doodle, I think it's Meat Doodle Comic or Meat Doodle something.
Mm.
Um, and then you can see them all there. Um,
Hey.
so I'm not too sure if you know what, Mark, I'll post it. I'll send you a link after the show. How about that?
The praying
That
mantis was
works.
good.
Praying mantis broke my back. I'm not joking. I had to sit in some of the most uncomfortable situations just to try and get that done. Because I
Wow.
am such a perfectionist. I want it to look like the photo. I really do. And
Skill, that.
it
Very good skills.
I tried and tried and tried to get it to look like the photo. You can see where I kind of messed up, especially around the eye area, and you can see
All
that
right.
I
Well,
didn't do as I didn't get as clear, crystal clear with some of the colors, but I really tried hard to get that mantis done.
well done. Yeah,
Um,
very good.
Sam from Bug Realms really liked it, and that was his birthday present. So,
Oh,
um,
nice.
yep. Now you had a birthday not too long ago,
Hmm?
didn't you have a birthday not too long ago?
Yeah, well, it's February now. Yeah, February the
Oh,
12th. So, yeah.
I thought it was you who had a birthday after Sam. I gotta figure out who had a birthday after Sam. Was it Mark? It was Mark. Mark the Spider Guy. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll have to give him a velvet spider. I'll have to figure out how to draw a velvet spider later on. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm tangled up with painting a horse for a little girl.
Oh, nice. Be nice
Yeah.
though. Cool.
No, not really nice because I didn't realize how hard they were actually to paint. I thought,
You see,
it'll be easier than the kitty. No, like son of a.
what is it like the musculature of them and stuff like that?
It's the shading around. Well, you have to understand. When you do cats and dogs, you can
Mm-hmm.
actually just sketch in the fur. So it leaves
Yeah,
you a
yeah,
lot of room. It leaves you a lot of room if there was a mistake or made or of some sort. But then when you're dealing with with an animal with such short hair that their skin looks smooth, you have to get those shades in, and you have to make them very crispy clear.
yeah. I
So
get you. Yeah.
re-
Even when you
there's
look at
really
them on the
no
light,
room.
it's some like, yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, and then of course the horse that this little girl has is a very dark horse. It's you would call it a black bay. It has black from most parts, but then it has once in a while you see
More
these
like lizard.
dark brown markings, and I'm like, oh, you had to like pick the worst of them all.
Like what the hell? Oh hell.
Oh, but it's fun. I'm not complaining to her, and I'm definitely I appreciate the parents letting me draw the horse, because I found out something interesting here in Sweden. Um, Horses are protected under copyright because especially the race horses.
Yeah.
If the horse is used in any type of advertisement, it's been protected because the name itself is worth a lot of money, and so photos are worth a lot of money and stuff like that. So to paint one, you can actually infringe on a copyright.
Yeah, I get you.
Um,
Yeah.
and so, uh, yes, it's their daughter. This is their horse. I get it. I get it. I get it. Um, and so I'm really happy they took a couple of the professional photos and sent them to me to actually paint them for her. Um, because well, maybe it's not their little girl, but anyways, long story short, they given me permission to paint them, so I'm really happy they did that. Now, if the little girl likes it, that'd be great. That's all important at this point. That's all that counts.
Mm-hmm.
Mark says my birthday is in December. Who had a birthday recently? Gosh dang it, it's driving me nuts. Somebody had a birthday recently, and I gotta figure out who it is so I can give them a painting. Truly said, I just had mine a couple weeks ago. Oh, happy belated birthday, Truly. The Whistling Tarantula wondering if you can. Oh, wolf whistle. Ha ha ha. Michael Taylor says, last time I tried drawing a horse, it looked more like a lizard. So, yeah, I think that, um, like I said, I think it'll be fun. It's just a little more complicated than I expected it to be. But I have
Yeah,
gotten the black and whites down. I have figured out how to do the black and whites, and that was something that took me a really long time. That fish was epically long to figure out how to paint, and then came this monstrosity called the mantis that took me so freaking long. I knew what it was. It's because I had to change the neckline. But anyways, long story short, that's my art. This is about tarantulas. We're here for the tarantulas, not here for the art. Peter Webster. It was Peter Webster that had the birthday. Okay. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for. Oh, Peter likes centipedes, doesn't he?
yeah, I think he does, doesn't he? Remarkable.
It was either centipedes or scorpions. I had to figure out which one it was.
Scott likes the scorpion. Scott Rivers, doesn't he?
Yes. Oh, Scott. You talking about Scott Rivers, or which Scott are we talking about? We
Yeah,
know
Scott
several.
Rivers. Yeah.
He does. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out the centipedes. Okay. All right, I'll have to figure out how to do a centipede. I've got kind of something in mind. It's gonna take me a while to do though, because centipedes don't really do good black and white. They're very colorful, bright, and beautiful.
Mm.
So I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna do a colored version of a centipede. Me too, please. Crazy.
Yeah, them blue ones. They're quite nice.
The blue centipede?
Yeah. Indian version. Indian ethnostigmus, I think. Yeah. Blue ones, amazing.
Oh wow, they are amazing looking. I didn't realize they were actually a blue centipede.
Yeah. Well, there's another one. There's a violet one. It might be Residia, or might be Cameroon violet species. It's only a small one. It's a nice colour, the Cameroon violet one.
Oh, that was tiny.
Yeah.
I like how I type in violet centipede and they're like, no. Or they give me all of this Photoshop crap. And then I see it in the far corner, this tiny little centipede that's actually violet. I'll probably do like a Vietnam red or something. I'll have to figure out.
Yeah.
Because I have very fond and not so fond memories.
Yeah, I remember you saying. Ouch.
Oh,
Basically.
God. And the thing is, I have to say, when you've got a centipede and it's latched on, I'm not talking about one that bites and then can go away. I'm talking about one that's actually latched on.
Yeah,
Don't
like
panic.
undulate around you. Yeah.
I don't panic and jerk it away, because they'll take flesh if they're big enough. That was not a fun ordeal. And I will warn people, don't do it. Don't get bit on purpose, because I've noticed people tend to do that now. They tend to get bit on purpose. Again, I think they're trying to up Coyote Peterson, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
So they're trying to be like him, and they're like, "Oh, I have one of these." Stick my hand
Got
in there.
stung by a bullet ant.
Oh, yeah. No, that just has to be painful. There's a reason why they call them a bullet ant. You feel like you've gotten shot. Cracks, you remember your cat friend I sent you? Yes, I remember your cat friend. I still have the pictures and still got the project up and running for you.
Cool.
See, Crazy Kane is waiting for his kitty picture, and I've still got to
Nice.
get that done. But I have been busy with everything else, and so I will definitely get that done. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird because I really take the time to do my cats. Maybe because I like cats more.
All right.
You
Yeah,
heard it
good.
here first. Stefan Harop, hey, how's it going,
Hello.
Stefan? No, don't apologize for being late. I was late too. Truly's like, where's mine? Truly, you're gonna have to wait. So I think now is a good time to take a quick break and play another song. What do you think?
Cool. I'm
All
looking for
right, ladies
moths.
and gentlemen. Wait, what? Do you have moths?
I'm looking for moths, like hummingbird moths, if I can find any. You know, the ones which it's like they have the tongue and they like drink from the plants.
Yeah, I know which one.
Yeah, it's getting dark, so they should start coming out.
Is that why you're out in your garden? Is that the real reason why you're in the garden? You're looking for hummingbird moths?
No, I thought it'd be a nice change. Nice change. It was nice and bright. I thought, yeah, enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I've
Cool.
got an Oh What a Whirl is coming up next on Exotics Radio Podcast. I've got a list of electro swing music for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, who's just come into the chat, I hope you stick around. Hope you like the song. Tell me what you think in the
Hey.
comments. And if you like the platform, let me know. If there's room for improvement, also let me know. I love good criticism, constructive criticism, not hateful crap. Constructive criticism. So, coming up next, we have Oh What a Whirl.
Get me a patio heater. That's criticism.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm Crax, your host, and you're on Exotics Radio Podcast. I hope you enjoyed that quick break that we just had. So who's all jumped in? We see Arachno Shack, who just said,
Yeah,
hey,
right.
all. We got Truly, who said that she'll be right back, as well as Stefan Harp, who jumped in just moments before we went on break. Oh, my goodness. I'm dreading. My whole wallet's going to be crying here very soon, but it's all right. It was already crying before the night began.
Oh well, yeah, it's the fun part, depleting it, isn't it?
Yep.
I know what you mean. What are you playing? Texas Hold'em or something?
Um, well, we play just about anything. What we do is we take the games and put them in a hat, pick out a game, and then we
Cool.
play. Um, and then we always pick the most sober person to be the dealer. It's just how it goes.
Usually changes as the night goes on, that though, doesn't it? Oh, what's that? Hello? Welcome back.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
So,
Usually
yeah,
changes as the night goes on.
yes. And that's to keep, from favoritism and then people getting angry. Hey, you like this person more. This is why you're giving them all the winning hands. Yada yada. All that crap. Just to avoid that. So we just like, hey, who wants to take a turn, kind of thing. And it usually works out. Not too many people get upset. And if we usually put a cap on it. If you lose a little bit, if you're starting to lose a little bit more than you expected, you're not going to keep buying into the game. You got to go. You could
Yeah,
stick around. You
exactly.
could get
Yeah.
the food, drink, but you can't play. Um,
Yeah.
and that again, it's not a very big buy-in. It's only 50 kroner, and it's like I said, it's a €5, and yeah, and then everybody kind of pitches in for the drinks and the food and the booze.
Mm,
So it's kind of like it's just literally just to get everybody together.
yeah,
With a little
exactly.
bit of
Yeah. Yeah.
loss. The funny part is that they don't want the government doesn't want people gambling or anything like that, and so technically we can get in trouble for playing games like that. But I'm sitting here thinking, how many times has somebody said, "I bet you can't," or "I bet you can do this," and then put money on it? I mean, that's essentially what this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can imagine they don't want, people spending thousands and thousands, a kroner a week, a month, or whatever, um, and them not being able to take a take. So I can understand they don't want that. So I'm pretty sure, 50 kroner and everybody's buying in, and there's usually between 4 to 5 people. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be like, oh, you can't do that. Mark the Spider Guy says, my new teeth settled in well, cracks. Yay! Mark the Spider Guy, have you seen his new arrivals?
No, what's he got?
Arachnashek's like he's been asking what to get. Mark, you want to tell him what you got? Because honestly, I just remember the Velvet Spider at the end of the video. I'm sorry.
Little cutie.
Oh yeah, no, I was so happy when I saw that. I was like, oh, she's back. He's gonna feed her, and she's like doing this little side dance, trying to figure out where to get
Little
uh,
nip.
the little nip. She does. She takes him down so easily. It's so cute
Yeah.
when she
Yeah.
does it.
Just look and then go. Sinitis.
Oh,
Wow.
Arachnashek says they ordered a Zenithia species blue female.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Ophianric, isn't it? It's the brilliant double act for the amazing setups.
Oh, Ophi. Rick has done a hell of a job setting up a lot of
Awesome.
his.
Absolute. Some of the species you got, mate. I love them.
Oh, absolutely. And how he keeps them. I mean, even his tortoises have their own like yard of heaven,
Yeah.
a little piece of heaven. He's
Brilliant.
like, hey, check this out. I'm like, oh my god.
Mm.
He puts a lot of time into creating his enclosures. A lot of time.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Brilliant.
Oh, apparently the kitty is now a mom. Yay! I'm so happy. I'm actually gonna have
Mm.
kittens. Mark, hi cracks. I'm having from a Formicochlus species.
Apparently,
Saba
it's forming chylus. It's a silent O, I believe.
Dionysus,
Nine.
Dilocathele Dionysus, and Everett. I mean, I've got he's got that's what came in. Diamanthius.
Yeah,
Diamanthius. Okay.
exactly.
Good night, everybody. I'm done. I will try to figure out how to follow the Dolichothele Diamanthius. I think I just said that correctly. And then Everett.
What is it? Brazilian blue? That's the one. I don't know the forming Carlos. I don't. What is What is the Everett?
I don't know where an Everett is.
Trixopelma. I've
Stefan.
heard of them. I've forgotten what they are. They're nice species.
Okay.
Isn't
A Stefan says he got a C. versi, a T. languinus,
That's blue.
and a P. regalis.
Blue bird
Hey,
eater.
Stefan. Oh, I
Two
heard they're gaining
Laguna.
more popularity. I
Yeah.
actually heard that they're starting to gain more popularity.
Trixopelma.
Is a Trixopelma linguus?
Hmm. Thingy's had bred them. I think a guy who comes in here, Morris, arachnophilia. Oh, you can tell it's getting dark. Look at my camera going. Ooh.
Uh,
I'm turning more ethereal as we go.
should I break out the choir?
Yeah. Oh.
Um, but yeah, they look so pretty. They really do.
Here we go.
What
What
did
are
you
you
do?
guys
Was
doing?
that a murder of crows going by? What in the world was that?
Yeah, we got the jackdaws in the trees behind and some of the houses behind me.
Oh,
Cool.
see now Arachnoshack and I have to sit down and have a long discussion. They're
Synesthesis.
having it's an synthesis. Blue is
Yeah,
their future breeding project. Because I have a synthesis species white. I have 3 of those little bastards, and I'm gonna have to do something with them.
I like this music. The chorus.
Seba blue. Seba blue. Uh, Asaba blue for Migculis, Chulis for Migculis,
Forming
Everett.
Kylus.
Try to say that 3 times fast. I dare anybody to try.
They're very hard. Those are quite. Those forming Kylus, in my opinion, are quite hard to keep. I'll see how Mark gets on with them.
So wait,
On
are you saying
the
that it take a? Are you trying to say that it take a bit to keep?
they're quite hard to keep. Yeah, yeah.
Really, what makes them so hard?
I presume it's humidity, but it's not. It's like regulated kind of thing with them, as far as I know. With them, I think they're from Borneo.
I'm looking them up now. I'm just having to forming. Okay. There we are.
I think they're Indonesian. That chain of islands.
Species blue Everett.
I've got a little Hognasmitzi. Nice, nice, Stefan. I like them. It's not turned into. It's not. I've got a Lycosa polyostoma and a Hognasmitzi. My Hognasmitzi as what's it? Yeah. My they need good humidity, a very good vent. My little Hognasmitzi as isn't showing the sort of Schmitzy style colours yet.
Okay.
Like yellow forelegs. Here we go. Swifts. Soon come the bats, wherever they are.
Hey, bats are nice.
I'm on the lookout now. It's getting that time. There's the
I tried looking
swift.
for the care for these animals, but they don't have the care sheets. Like I think I thought they might have. Because I have no clue where they're from. It just says it's a beautiful species where you can buy them, but they do not have. Oh, there we are.
Like
Oh, I should check out the.
Arachnoshack says, yeah. Very
Yeah,
humid.
they're Indonesian tarantulas, first described
Mm,
by Ringeld Inges Pocock. Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
pocock actually.
pocock. Tony Webb will just
Pocock's
laugh
like,
his head at for that.
and occasionally kept as exotic pets. Yeah, they're fairly
Okay.
defensive, and they have bursts of speed. Well, it's an old world. Name an old world that doesn't have that.
Feel the need for speed.
Said see earlier, you don't want to hear it cracks, but my Halloween hissers finally had baby. Ah, we're good. We could have
It
just
is Mark, yeah.
uh is a hog a wolf
Hogner.
spider. Hog and a cards against humanity absolutely fun, especially when you're drinking. Send me one. Oh, Steve Mark the Spider guys. Send me one. Oh, okay. So they need good humidity with good ventilation. Okay. But name a tarantula that doesn't need good. Uh, Name a tarantula that ventilation doesn't bother. They all need good ventilation. So it just cracks me up
Yeah,
when they're like,
maybe.
they all need it. It needs exceptional ventilation. I'm sitting
I
here
think
thinking,
some.
they all do.
Yeah, I think some like Siri. I think some of the Fosorios like it a bit. Have you seen what's Scott got? Scott's got some. He has some which are flipping. They're pretty much it's damp underneath. Like he's got layers of substrate, and the substrate's very damp at the bottom.
You know what I found? No, this is cheating. But if you put a thin layer of vermiculite
Yeah,
in under your substrate, so you put a layer of substrate, put a thin
yeah.
layer of vermiculite, and then put another layer of substrate. Uh, and especially if you live in a very arid room like I do, and I found that helps. That helps a
Cool.
lot. But the problem is, you will
I
be
think it's
growing
good
your own
practice.
shrooms very soon.
Eh?
I don't know what it is.
Oh,
You will
yeah,
start growing shrooms. Mold
yeah.
will penetrate, um, and it even penetrates the um, exoteras, which have really good ventilation. For the life of me, I do not know why, but I'm like, okay. Well, I'm thinking maybe it's when they take down the prey, and when you constantly water. I'm kind of wondering if it's the bacteria from the prey takedown getting washed down into that, if that's what's causing it. Um,
Yeah.
so, like with my Cambridge, I put in more springtails to take care of that. Because that little I kid you not, she is probably one of the most wasteful brats I've ever met.
Oh, yeah.
She'll
It's
eat,
still.
she'll take a full on worm. She'll eat
Mm-hmm.
up to like a good portion of the animal. So you got like the head, maybe the legs, or maybe all the butt end with a few segments still left, and then it's just tossed. I'm like, are you kidding me? Everybody else kind of eats all of their food, and you're leaving leftovers. I don't know if it's. I'm wondering if it's just their.
So we're gonna fly. No, come back. Hello, hello. Hello. They're flying. Hello.
And let's see if that's better. Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Okay, so you can hear me. I hope.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Whew. For some reason, it just it started doing a weird laggy thing. the same thing that happened to my computers. Not this time around, but prior. It basically needs to either be restarted or it needs to be updated. I think his might need to be
Yeah.
updated. So with that, I'm going to take that as an omen to play the last song, and
Spring tofu,
we are
he
an
might.
hour.
Awesome.
We are an hour. Springtails
Yeah,
are a
I'm
good
getting
cleanup crew.
cold, and it's been emotional. It's been fun again. Yeah. Right, I will
All
clock
right.
off now. Get a warm and enjoy your games. So yeah,
Oh, I will. I'll let you know
take me
how
to the
much I lose
cleaners.
later.
Eh? Yeah. Hey,
All right,
positive
ladies and
attitude. You
gentlemen.
might win. You might come back with a full wallet.
I don't think I ever get that lucky, but we'll see.
See you
Yes, you
later.
guys lost me.
Yeah.
You guys lost me for a brief moment, but I think I'm going to take that as an omen to get off because again, this is not my computer, it's not my setup, and I don't know how updated his version of the soundboard that I
Mm.
use is, and if it's already going to start causing me problems, then it's just best to leave it be. So
Right.
I'm going to play one last song for you, ladies and gentlemen, as Bailey gets off. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Bailey. Thank you for
Yeah.
keeping me
See
so
you later,
company.
everyone. Right. Cheers. Yeah.
All right.
Fun.
Yep. Take care.
No bats. Not spied any bats yet. It's too late. Huh? See you later.
All right. Bye.